So what have I got here? Yes, I've got a little Tweety house. Yes, a birdhouse, but no ordinary birdhouse. This is project 2, using the templates from the template birdhouses 2. We've got a great selection of papers here and some lovely flying birds and flowers. And this project's going to have a little bit of a fabric effect to them, a fabric effect. But let me just show you the papers that you can download and use as many times as you like. So you've got this basic one here with leaves and flowers and birds on there, and that lovely fabric effect, so you can download that as many times as you like. Then you also get in the templates for this particular one. Now you get in the main size here. This is just one project I'm showing you, and you can use this template in many different ways. You've also got a middle size as well, and you've also got the small size. You get 4 of those, you can use them. Because you print them onto paper or acetate, they're not going to last as long as metal or plastic. But then the joy of these is you can print them off as many times as you like and use them whenever you like. Now they're all colour coordinated as well, so that you start with the green, then the pink, and then the brown in this case. So it helps you follow what you're going to be doing with the templates. And there's the medium size, and you can also do the small extra bits there to go on your bird box. Now we've also got the templates already cut out for you in the fabric effect for making this project, but you can use them on any papers that you want. And again, I've got all the bits and pieces, and if you want to do this, you can print out straight away. We're also giving you all the different fabrics, so you can mix and match to your heart's content, use them as backgrounds, use them, you can make different coloured houses. You don't have to stick to the colour scheme that we've given you. And you've got all the lovely warm colours and the pinks and the reds. We've also got the blues there as well, and you've got all of those. Now, first thing I want you to do is just take your templates and cut them out. There you go, I've cut all the sections here, and as you can see, just carefully cut them, print them out. I've printed them onto a finished card here, so they're not too hard, and they're strong enough to actually just hold down and just go around with a pencil. You don't need anything else. If you don't want them to move around, I'd put a little bit of that blue tacky pasty stuff on the back and stick them down. Or if you use a two-way glue, which when it dries, a removable glue, it just helps it keep it in position as you're drawing round. So there's the top, there's the main body of the birdhouse, long slim one this, and then the pink in this case, you've got the top and the bottom of the house like that, and then you've got the little tops of the roof of the house. The template just goes on there, and again, we're going to use the fabric effect, but you could use literally anything. You could use metal, you could use embroidered effects, you could use wood, you could use literally anything. So that's your basic templates, and you get that in 3 sizes. Now, what have I done? I've actually just cut those all out ready to use. But before I start assembling those, I've put together a card ready to decorate. Now I'm just going to go through this, what I've done exactly. I've taken 2 pieces of A4 card, and I folded the first one over so you get a crease in the middle like that. Then on the end of it, I've just folded a bit over, and then the second piece of A4, I've stuck to it, so you've got that fold. Then I've cut a third of that off, so you get that effect. So when you fold that over, like that, it fits then. I've put the extra bit of card that I cut off, I stuck down here, then I matte and layered it with some red and some pink. And then over the top of the front there, that piece, I've taken some of the red fabric effect paper that we've got and printed that onto a thin card. So if you have a look at this, when I open the card like that, that just slots into there, like so, and you've got the full card, and this is ready to decorate now. It's very simple, and you can do that in any size that you want. So there's my card, there's the basis, and my design is now going to fit on the top of this card. Let me just show you how that works again so you can see. So there's the main card, and that just folds over, and that just catches in that bit here. Let me just explain that bit again so you can know exactly what's happening. This offcut here that I cut off the bottom part of the card, I cut a strip and then I stuck that down with a double-sided foam pad on the back. I don't know if you can see that's raised up. Well, it is raised up slightly. And then I've put some pink and some red paper there just to give a nice border. So when you fold the card, that just stops it going forward and keeps the card standing upright like that. So there you go, you can see the card there stood upright. And that's all I've done. It's very simple and easy to do. And what I'm going to do on the front part here is just I went on my computer and I just printed out a happy birthday, and I've got that on a piece here. So you can put any sentiment you want. I'm just going to lay that down. So if you have a look on here, there's the border here, as you can see, and that's just going to stick over the top. So we know straight away this is going to be a happy birthday card, and that just slots in there like that. So now let's put that down and let's start decorating the card. So imagine that is the full section of the card that you're going to decorate. I've already cut out and put some foam pads on the back of the first piece, but you can choose any paper you want. But I've got a little bit of a pastel fabric effect we're using with this one, and I've got the foam pads on the back here ready to stick down. Now I'm going to put that round about there and just gently lay it down, and if you're happy with that in position, which I am, then you can press down. And again, I've got the hole out here, but I've left it so you can see right through. If you want, you can put a different colour in there so it looks like the inside of the box as well. So first, the thing I'm going to do is just layer up. So simple and easy to do. I like to cut all these pieces out first, then I like to put all the foam on the back, or silicone glue, depending on what you're doing. Although I do like foam on these because sometimes the silicone glue can be like a bit wavy. It's good for flowers or things that are not geometric. This is very geometric, so you'll find the foam pads really help you keep it nice and butch looking. So this now just goes over the top like so. So there's the top, and you can see you've got a nice corresponding kind of purple effect there. And on the bottom, I'm just going to stick the base of the bird box on there like that. So, I mean, that's nice on its own. You could leave it at that if you want. But I've got some nice blue. And don't forget, you can print these out exactly as they are. And these are going to stick down over the top there. And by using the foam pad, you can really see you're getting some dimension there, creating shadow and that. So it really kind of lifts it off the card. And again, at the bottom of the card, I've got some more of the base there, and that's just going to stick down there, and there is the card. Again, that could be, you can decorate that any way you want. You can see how beautiful that looks. Very simple. So now when you stand that up, because you've got, I didn't use very thick card on the front there, but because you've stuck all this other card over the top, it strengthened the card and made it really quite strong, and it's really good. So what I'm going to do is lay that down again. And now the fun part. The fun part. I can take my sheet of all the decoupage bits and flowers, and I can decorate it any way that I want. So the first thing I'm going to do is I think I'm going to, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just doing it as and when here. So let's have a look. Let's have a look. Now don't forget this top part. You don't want to go over the white, but the bottom bit you can. So I'm going to put these flowers down here first, and I've put double-sided foam pads on the back of them there, so they stand up nicely. And I think I might put some around one side first, like so. And I'm just making these go up the side of the bird box. And what shall I do with that one? I think I'll pop that one just about there. And then I've got some nice pink flowers as well. And I think I'll put these on this side and group it. And because you've got different levels of the birdhouse, it helps it give it a really nice 3D look. And I'm starting with my big flowers down here towards the bottom, and there's nothing to stop them overlapping. See those there? They're overlapping there, looking really good. And then I've got some little pinky flowers here, so I might mix those around a little bit. So just pop those coming up here. And maybe there. They're not the same flower, but they've got the same kind of feel. And I might put one or two of these on the opposite side as well. So I've got my purple one side, matches the purple in the house, and I've got the pink on the other side. And then I'm going to stick some more flowers here, there, and everywhere. And that's a nice one. It's got a nice little stem on it. You only need one little foam pad at the back to make that stick. You don't need to stick half a dozen. There's maybe just one little foam pad there and one there. So it really builds up. So now you can see how the card's coming together, and you can see that there. It's looking nice, isn't it? Quite like that. But what it's missing, because it's a birdhouse, it's missing a bird or two and a few leaves. So I've got all these leaves cut out. I love this bit. This is the best bit, isn't it? Being creative. And at this stage, you're kind of prepared for it, but you don't really know how it's going to turn out. This is where your creativity takes over. And if you don't press it down too much at this stage, you can just remove things and just, you know, just move them around as and when you want. So I'm putting the big leaves down here towards the bottom, and they can overlap there, why not? Doesn't matter. And they can bend down, so I'm going to pop that one in there. I'm doing this upside down, you'll be able to do it facing you. God, luxury that would be. And got one more here, I think I'll pop that one there and just stick that on the edge so it's got some nice height on that. You can see how this is being built up. And where should I put the next one? You know, help you, are you? Pop one there, and I think I'll pop one there, and where else? I think here. There you go. So there's the bottom of the card. There's the card. See how that's looking? And again, it just folds down like that, and you can see the cards. You thought it was going to be a real boring card, weren't you? But look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Isn't that lovely? Happy birthday, and you've got all those beautiful flowers. Stuff here, you can download this, 3 different sizes, and make this as many times as you want. But what it's missing is some birds. So I'm going to lay it flat again, and now I'm going to stick my birds on. Now, I'm going to have some at the top here that are overlapping slightly, but you don't want them overlapping where the foam pad is. So I've put a foam pad on there near the head, but you can change your mind. You're being creative, so I'm going to take that one off. I don't want that one there. I'm going to have it so that the bird is overlapping, flying over the top. And I've got another one here, and I think I'll have that one down amongst where the flowers are, there. And again, it doesn't matter, just stick it over if it undulates, or undulates, or whatever you want to call it. Then again, I'm going to stick this one now. I've got an extra pad there on the back. I don't want that tail, so I'm going to take that off. Come on, off you come. Try not to rip the tail off as you do it, because you can, I'm creating as I do it. So I've got one either side. Oh, that's going the wrong way, I don't like that. Let's have that one go in there then. Took one off, doesn't matter, it's still going to stick down. So I'm going to have that one going that way. So I'm going to take one off the head, there like so, and just stick that down. And that one's just, what about flying? No, I think I'll stick it there so it's flying over. So there you go, there's my finished card. Now I can stick a sentiment on there if you want, but that's entirely up to you what you put on there. So there's my card, and watch, pops into there, happy birthday, and you've got a beautiful card. Now just look at that in detail, isn't that gorgeous? You see you've got all the layering there, and you can print more of just a flower sheet if you want, and make more flowers on there. Or you could do, say you're doing a party or something, you could use the flowers as like where the name places are, or to go around a serviette ring. So there's the card. I'm quite proud of that, isn't that lovely? So you too can make a beautiful card like that. All you've got to do is print it off and make it.